Magic Cat by DK Tec Creators. Part 4, Bags 4. So hello and welcome to Square Ghost, and here we are with part 4, bag 4 of DK Tec Creators Magic Cats. As you can see, we've built up a sort of furry sort of connection thing. It's going somewhere underneath there somewhere. We'll have a look in a minute. So this is our first touch to see whether the head stays on or not. Everything's built on and got on fine there. So let's see if we can get that on, and then we'll plot on. So I'm hoping you can pick up the necklace. Managed, as you can see, just about to get it on. It clicks into a little claw thing there to hold it on, really, so the chains are just for effects, but that in itself is dangerous because you're having to push, everything moves. That's the first thing. Now, little stutters with the chain thing, the little hook on, so as you can get your chain on and go all the way around, easy enough. Look at that. One is completely and utterly severed. Now you're going to think maybe, oh, Kev, you've been a little bit heavy-handed. Far from it. You have to move the little clip to get the chain in. They're that tightly closed. You can't push the chain in. You have to bend it a little bit, which is what I did. Managed to get the chain in, which was fine. Applied it where you can see this other one is now. Exactly the same thing as I've done there. As I applied it, the pin came off, the actual round section. So I'm going to be one short for something else, but I don't know, we'll get around that, whatever it is that we're going to do. I'm not impressed. I really am not impressed. You can see it connects at the back on those two studs there. I assume another two will click on top of that for the other chain, whatever the chain is for. I'm not impressed with the back at the moment. It's on, you can see there's a big gap there. It's supposed to push underneath. We'll see how that goes a bit later. But at the moment it's that fragile and trying to push. So we're going to see what comes next. So we've started to make up the brim of the hat. And you can see it's just pinned together. We've got other bits of flat and, you know, tiling if you like, when it's plating or plates, and then it's all cobbled together. Interesting thing, the box and the rocker plate that fits on here. This is one of the first things you do, other than one of the pieces. I couldn't find the rocker plate. In fact, I was going out my mind. There's two purple ones. There's the two purple ones. Couldn't find the other black one. Do you know where it was? It was hiding in between those two clear pieces. So it just goes to show, make sure you search your pieces. But anyway, it looks good. It's the brim of the hat, so it's going to go, if I can just come out that way around, if you like. So it's pointing that way. So we're going to get that on and see where we go. So I can just about get him in frame. And as you can see, Magic Cat is nearly done. Now the hat, build it up in sections like I showed you. Front one went on, connected to the brick. Now I'm not going to move it, but the back was also in sections. There was a middle piece, which is going to be where I'm pointing here. Here's the middle piece, and then there were two further side pieces clipped to a ring, and then we just built up. Nice building technique here, where we have the pivot blocks there that go in, giving it that look of the bend with a lovely little ball at the end. Yeah, it looks quite good. A little bit fragile. I've just actually said to Jill now, wherever you're going to put him, wherever you're going to keep him, he needs to be, once he's down, you don't touch him, because he's not very stable as such. I can understand why Kirkham and the lady craggled a few parts, because I know it's a taboo with certain people, but there you go. Anyway, the hat was on and done, that's okay. We've now just made up his tail. All these curvy blocks, we've got our axis, you've got our Technic pins that run all the way through. We made a nice little, and I will turn it so as you can see it, tail section. If you look there, that's where that's gonna sit. And then everything else, I don't know. I think that's the end of the cat. We'll have to wait and see. I know we've got like a nice big light to make up after, but we're going to get the tail on and then we'll see what comes next. As you can see, I've just had to pop back just for a few seconds, and just to say, it went on a lot better than I thought it would. It just connected to where I'm pointing, and then the rest of the tail, it went on absolutely perfectly. No problems with the cat or anything. Let's get on now with our light. So we've started our little light, as you can see, and I just thought I'd throw this in as well. It's a light brick at the bottom. It's one of those that you turn. What I would suggest when you're making this, or when you're making, whenever you're using light bricks, is always test your lights first. Now I've already tested it, so I know it works. I'm going to stop the video, turn it on, just so as you can see it working. And there you go, the light brick is on, absolutely perfect, no problems with that. Like I say, you just turn the brick off the axis at the bottom there, and that turns it on and turns it off. But as you can see, it's perfectly working. Job's a good one. And as you can see, the light is done, the light is on, it looks pretty good. We've got our spider on as well, our chains draped over. Now they do actually tell us to use the connector pins that we used before, but I just don't think it's worth it. They're only going to break. So I've just draped them over the light itself. It looks pretty good. The big catch at the top, you can just about see there, that's how you turn it on and off. That's easy enough. So, you know, that's the end of the section. It was an easy little build. I nearly got it mixed up by some studs out, but we sorted that out, no problem. It was done. And that's the end of the set. So from the hat to the light, basically I want something like that. That is the end of our build. So I hope you've enjoyed this set of little videos. If you have, please give us a thumbs up, hit that like button for me, and if you want to follow us next time onto the build review, yes, the full build review of this set and my thoughts, then all you have to do is click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Anybody who's watched this, as I say, any of my other little videos, thank you very, very much for watching, and I do hope that we'll see you all next time here on Square Ghost. And with that, you know the score, you know the drill. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, I'll see you all on the flip side.